Okay, welcome back. Second time today. The cook with Mr. Dan here. So earlier, you guys, the ones that you watched, if you watched it, I ground up some chicken scraps that I had. Got a little over 4 pounds when it was all done. So now we're going to make something with some of those chicken scraps. It's going to be an easy recipe, but it's different. So we're going to get down to it right now. I'm going to show you guys just what we're going to do, and it's going to be delicious. Okay, I'm not going to show you guys how we're doing this, but this is going to go with some zoodle, some zucchini. So I'm letting it get in the water. I got some salt mixed in that. This is some mushrooms that I made. Trying to make a nice gravy. It's hard to make a nice gravy when you're trying to follow a diet plan or whatever. I'm going to use my cast iron skillet again. I like doing that. I like that thing. Look at it. It's smooth as glass almost, huh? Baby behind. Okay. I'm using my butter spray, spatula, scoop or portion scoop for the chicken balls. Penny wanted a medium to small meatball, so that's what we're doing. Gonna put some pepper flakes in there. She doesn't know that. My favorite Mount Olive diced jalapeno. There is 1 pound of my homemade ground chicken, and you can see there's a fair amount of chicken fat in there too, which is good. That's what you want. You want it to be a little moist. And got here some sun-dried tomato. Back here, got some diced onion, and I got some diced bell peppers of different colors I had in the freezer. Thawed them out. They're nice and soft now. And here I have 1 egg. Okay, so let's get down to it. Okay, now we want to keep these moist, so that's why this is all chicken breast is what it is, the meat. So that's why I got a lot of veggies going in here. Don't want to make it too wet though. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is drop in our chicken, and it's nice. This one's about 18 ounces. The other 3 are about 19, give or take, somewhere in there. So here we're going to put in some onion. I'm not going to use it all. Probably a couple tablespoons maybe. Just enough to get a little crunch, huh? Put in some of this bell peppers. And it's got a little onion mix in there too, I think. And that's that reason I'm doing that. Well, it's a little color on the side, but you're not going to really see it. But it's going to help keep this moist. Then we're going to throw in some sun-dried tomato. And let us not forget our buddy, my favorite, and yours. Well, if it's not, it should be. Mount Olive diced jalapeno. We're going to put 1 teaspoon in there. Not such a big one. Okay. And we're going to give a little sprinkle of pepper flakes here. And then on top of that, I'll be right back. Okay, how many of you guys guessed that where I went was to get my bowl and scramble up my egg? Huh? If you don't know me by now, you should know. And if you do, you should really know that I hate putting the egg in there by itself. It's just something I'm, maybe anal about? I don't know. And then I decided while you guys was gone, give us a squirt or 2 of Worcestershire sauce. And then we're going to mix this up. Yeah, and this smells, whoo-hoo! This is a great smelling bunch of stuff here. Okay, once we mix this up, we're going to pop it in the refrigerator here for a couple minutes. About 10 or 15 minutes. Let's see what happens to it. And then we'll be back. Okay, we're back. I couldn't wait. It's been about 10 minutes, but it firmed up a little bit. So without holding us up any longer, let's fire up the grill. Plug it in. Fire up the skillet. Cast iron, baby. Cast iron all the way. All right, so now we're gonna put this on medium high and get it up to heat. So once we get that up to heat, then we're gonna start the cooking. Remember the old saying, you got a hot pan, hot grease, hot fat, whatever, and then in goes your food. You don't put it on there and let everything warm up together because it doesn't work out so good. Especially if you're looking for something to sear, whatever. Well, while we're waiting on that, let me see how this is going to go. Penny wants small little meatballs. The cat wants chicken meatballs. I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to make these as we go. I like it better that way. Anyway, that being said, it's chilly here today. So it's on high 40s, maybe 50, I don't know. Windy. It looks like it's going to snow here. So, and we know, I don't think it's going to snow, but haven't had that for a while. They happened that, back in the 70s, I think. All right, we'll be back in a second. Okay, I believe my pan should be about there. So we're going to spray us a little bit of cooking oil in here. Cooking spray. And we're going to start dropping our meatballs, huh? Just forming a little meatball with my fingers. And then we'll plop it in. That's it. Sizzle sells. You remember that? Remember the old days? You go to pull up a diner, and you're sitting at the diner, and they make the grills right in the front. Not behind the wall or nothing, but yeah. And throw something on there, you sizzle, you know that's hot. And they know it's good, huh? Alright. So, the reason I'm using the portion scoop, I'm trying to get these all about the same size. So that we can have a decent cooking time. Man, that smells good in the pot already. Look at that, huh? As these little gems come out, I'm going to plop them on a dish. We'll be waiting for them to finish up. We'll taste test one of these, and then me and Penny will have something good to eat tonight, huh? It's too early for me to eat the whole meal, so that's why I'm only doing these. You can put these off to the side, but I don't want to cook the zoodles yet, because if you let them sit too long, they get mushy. The mushrooms, they're the mushrooms. They're good. Okay. By the way, this is the Birmingham stove and range called the BSR, normally a little abbreviation. That's the pot I'm using. But they don't make those anymore. This is like an antique pot. Yeah, I was looking online the other day, and this lady was trying to sell one. Well, she wanted $45 plus $12 to ship it. I'm like, are you out of your mind? Now, if it was something like one of those highfalutin, what do you call it, spider pans by Griswold. They're very few and far between. I admit those things you probably pay a couple $100 for. But yeah, that's when she did that, and then she emailed me. She kept pestering me. I was down to 40. If you do it for 40, I'll do it. And she emailed me again. I'll change the whole ad to be $40, so you make sure you get that. I don't want that. Because I teased her. I said, how about 35? Never heard her back. Okay, so here we go. We're going to see how these are. Notice they're not sticking. That's a good thing. see if I can flip it. There you go. Now this will be the same temperature deal as he was doing the turkey, the poultry. 165 is what it's supposed to be. So I swear this pan must have a bevel in it or something, because there's nothing, no juice in the middle. Everything kind of ran to the edges. That's all right. It still cooks good. We'll wait on these two. All right, guys. I'll be back in a few. Save battery time, so we'll be back when I get done with these. Okay, I just checked all these. They still had a little bit to go. They're in their 150 range, well, mid to high 50s. And we want it about 163 maybe. Because when we take them off, it'll have what they call carryover cooking. You probably heard me say that before. But yeah, take this one out of the middle. Boy, that thing's, it's hotter in the middle. I mean, it happens. But you know, what are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? Yeah, Penny came home from her walk, and I think she found some bum on the street now. She's giving him up my clothes. That's her. She's good-natured, Bert, I'll tell you. She's always giving something to somebody. But she makes her happy, so I'm good. That was her leaving. If you guys heard the door close, she's going back down a couple blocks over. I don't know how she does that. She finds the weirdest dudes, man, when she's out walking. But anyway, it's good. You're supposedly the guy's walking around in flip-flops or whatever, telling her how cold it is. And he tells her it wasn't this cold yesterday. We ain't never seen him, so she says he must be homeless. I said, be careful, he might be on drugs. That's if she wanted me to go. She goes, no. So, all right, I'm going to take these off, I think. Let me check the temp. $163.8. $156, I think it says. All right, I'll put this one in. 166, 167. They're all done. I'll take them out. Doesn't matter because we're going to heat them up in the microwave anyway, but I just like to try to get them to be close to where they're supposed to be. But these things smell good, I'll tell you. Well, that's all them fruity stuffs I put in there, the veggies and that. Yep. But I try to remember to cook in the cast iron all the time, and I got so many cast iron pots in the back. But for some reason, I just never remember to do it. I think it's out of sight, out of mind, you know. I don't keep them up front. But anyway, we're going to spray this again and continue to march, and we'll be back. Okay, guys, this is they're up to 130 something a piece, so that's still not ready yet. But we got an even dozen out of it, so that's pretty good. Now we just have to worry about how they taste, huh? I think they're going to be dang good. Okay, my friends, just checked them out. They're all about 162, 63, so out they go. And we're going to plop these in the dish. And then we'll take one of these babies and meet you at the taste test table. All right. Now I got a mess to clean up in that pan, huh? Okay, guys, where we got 12 of them things in there, 12 little chicken balls. Okay, we're gonna put this on a plate. I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll meet you. Okay, guys, there you have it. We'll be sitting down momentarily. Okay, here we are at the taste test table. Now, Mr. Elmo's got a bunch of mushrooms he stole. Anyway, the little gravy I'm trying to make, I haven't perfected it yet, but it's when it does finally get perfected, it'll be 0 points for any of you that's interested. Wow. Can you guys see that? Nice and moist. See the moisture coming out of there? Got some veggies in there, peppers in there, sun-dried tomato in there. We're going to have that with our zucchini noodles. Anyway, I'm to think, most people throw that stuff away. You know, it's when you're trimming off the excess fat, you get some meat goes with it, blah, blah, blah. I've never thrown it away. But anyway, maybe I did. I'm not going to say never, but I don't remember if I did or not. But anyway, I'm trying to come up with a gravy that's nice and silky. So I'm trying different things. Once I get it perfected, this is pretty close to what we're looking for, but it's not quite there yet. So I don't want to say nothing, but it's good. You know, you need something like this for a healthy meal, but you want to have a nice gravy with it. Most of the time, gravy is made with the flour and all this, and that's what helps put the ounces on the belly. All right, without further ado, let's get to it. When you're out and about, cover up, protect yourself as well as others. Wash your hands, wash your hands. Use the sanitizer spray and gel when you're out and about. Wash your hands before you even drive away. When you get home, go to the sink. Well, after you unload the car or whatever, go right to the sink, wash your hands. And you know, they say COVID can't be spread by anything that you touch. I don't care. It's still, there's too many people walking around with germs. Wash your hands, right? Don't eat with your mouth full. I mean, don't chew with your mouth full unless there's another delicious thing like this. And when you do, hopefully it is this, and then you tell your friends all about it. Give us a like, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't yet, and when you do, the notification bell will pop up. You hit that, and it'll notify you each time we come up with a new video. There's also a little arrow down button in the upper right-hand corner, right below the video box. You hit that, drop-down box will come down. In there will be a link to the Facebook page, Cooking with Mr. Dan. Also to my daughter's artwork site, and then the complete recipe with the ingredients and how you got to do it. Okay, so this is Mr. Dan, guys, saying this is it for today. Stay hungry, my friends, and when you are, come back and we'll give you another delicious meal just like this. For now, this is Mr. Dan saying take care and stay safe. Wash your hands. Blow your nose. Okay.